What's up, peeps? It's me. It's me. Your boy MC. Do I look like crap? It's because I feel like it. I don't know. I had nothing on me today. I was coming up with some ideas for intros, but nothing feels good because I don't. Why? Because my head feels like a swimming pool. There's nothing in here. Anywho, I just talked to my best friend. It's not just me. The allergies here are wrecking me. I took 2 Benadryl about 20 minutes ago. I'm hoping it's going to kick in. But, you know, it's times like this that help me understand history. This right here, my friends, is my grandfather's handkerchief. You might be like, what does any of this have to do with anything else? Well, all growing up, my grandfather always had a handkerchief in his pocket. And every once in a while, he'd just pull it out and fold it up and put it back in his pocket. And as a kid, I thought that is the wildest thing ever. Obviously, it's been clean. But the older I get, the more I understand these things. Because after you blow your nose with anything so many times, whether it's toilet paper or tissue or whatever, a napkin, your nose can't handle it anymore. And so I now have my own. It's just a piece of an old t-shirt, but it works. It gets the job done, and you don't have to wreck your nose because it's a nice soft cloth, and you don't have to keep getting more. It's on you. So old people stuff is starting to make sense to me. But as I said, I took some Benadryl. I called my doc. I'm hoping to get some new medicine soon, and hopefully I can get some relief. I will continue to dream of a day where I no longer have to be affected by seasonal allergies. But until then, I'm just gonna build my dreams. This is not a work, y'all. This is a shoot. Wrestling terms, if you don't know, just Google. But I am legitimately suffering from allergies. But it was a good setup for my joke. Peeps, what are we building today? It is set number 71476, Zoey and Zian, the cat owl. There's actually, I was trying to figure out which version of the build I want to do earlier. And they're both very similar. One, the cat owl has wings. The other, the cat owl has this big, like, peacock tail thing going on. And I don't really know which one I like more. They're both really good. I think I'm gonna stick with the bird version. But the peacock version kind of looks pretty cool too. But before we get to that, what is our dad joke of the day? You know why the little boy brought a ladder to class, right? He was in kindergarten. He just walks into class with his ladder. He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm trying to get to high school." It's not bad. It's not great either, but it's not a bad one. My phone has been blowing up today. Peeps! Lego light is on. Okay, confirmed this time. Last time I apparently hit it so hard I shut it right back off. We are live-ish. I think that's the side. I can never remember. In the Lego lounge. I gotta take this jacket off. It's making me hot already. Even though it's nice and cool outside. In fact, my run was pretty terrible today because I was affected by the cold. But I'm not a cold weather person, y'all. I don't like blazing hot temperatures, but I can handle them a whole lot better than I can handle cold temperatures. I just don't like them. My body hates it. And it was a little bit sprinkling this morning while I was running, so. Did I say how many pieces? 437 pieces. I noticed a thing this morning. I don't know why it didn't hit me sooner, but the way these Dreams releases, we got about 6 stickers here. The way these Dreams releases were done, it was very smart from a marketing perspective. They, let's see, we got free bags again, just like the last one. The beautiful, I'm sidetracked already. I haven't gotten very far and I'm already there. Beautiful manual, as always. If you guys haven't seen my past Dreams builds, I need to build a playlist, but I just haven't taken the time. I talk about this a lot, but man, I love the fantastic colors, the artistry they put into these books, plus there's the cartoon. Highly recommend you go check it out. It's on Netflix. What was I talking about before I got sidetracked with that stuff? I don't even remember. I wish I had instant replay on myself. You know, like sports? You can just hit an instant replay. I need an instant replay on me. That would be very difficult, but it'd be funny. I just need somebody sitting right next to me to be like, MC, this is what you were talking about. I need a Jamie Vernon. You know, like Joe Rogan, he's got Jamie Vernon who sits there and tells him all the things that he's done or hasn't done. He Googles all the facts. Yeah, I need a Jamie Vernon so he can tell me where the heck I am in my ramblings. Rambles. I totally lost it. I don't know what I was talking about anymore, and I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just continue on. Oh, yes, printed pieces. Oh, they look so good, too. We're talking about the set. Then I thought I started talking about something new. It's gone. Gone, peeps. Anywho. Yeah. I'm hoping to get better soon. So tired of being sick. Not really sick. It's just allergies. I know exactly what it is. Part of it's my fault. You know, my body just has this odd ability to take a medicine and after using it for a certain period of time, it's like, nope, this doesn't work anymore. Try something new. And then I have to do something new. And I just have not done my due diligence to get with my physician and figure out the best course of action. And I actually was at my physician recently, and I just forgot to bring it up. I guess I wasn't suffering hard enough that day. But we're going to push through. I just may not do much talking, even though I've probably done too much talking already. Standard ops. Roll M. Alright. Bag one. Almost sorted. I love the... Oh! That's what I was talking about. Playlists. I do want to build a Dreams playlist. And I want to build a few playlists because I have a few different things. I just have not taken the time. I do have a single playlist that has everything I've ever made all dumped into it. But I don't have like individual playlists. And I know I need to work on that so that I can just be like, hey, go check out my Dreams playlist. Go check out my Batman playlist or whatever. But I just not... You know, for a long time I didn't see the point. I don't think I had enough content for a long time, but then also, even once I did, I was just like, what's the point of this? And now, more and more, I'm kind of seeing the point. It makes it easier for people to go through your hundreds of videos once you hit that point of having hundreds of videos. Yeah, so, anywho, got Miss Zoey going on here. She looks great, as usual. And we haven't hit him yet, but we do get the return of the Nightmare. No, not the Nightmare King. The Night Hunter. Yeesh. See, my brain is a foggy mess right now. I think I was also talking about the cold weather and the rain. I think I sidetracked on multiple things. Sidetrack and sidetrack and sidetrack. By the way, Has anybody else noticed that the minifigs, they almost always make them left-handed? They always have you put their object in their left hand. Is it just me? Am I the only one that's noticed this oddity? I like this. They got an arrow. Oh, bow and arrow that shoots. Wait, how does it work? Oh, I was just going to be able to push this. Oh, I guess you just push the arrow from the back. That's still really cool. Normally they just have those basic arrows, but this one shoots. That is so neat, y'all. I have not seen this design before. I imagine it's already existed, but I've never seen it, and I like it. Oh, it told you in the directions. You got to push on the arrow. So cool. Peeps, I'm just Sniffle City over here, so let's just build. Boom. We're done, peeps. There you go. Close up. Zoey. Zian the cat owl. That is the primary build. I'll show you the alternate build here in a minute. Here's a nice little buildable nightmare creature. Got stud shooters on both sides. And we'll just bring you in the whole cast of the nightmare crew. So we got our night hunter. We got that's Snivel and that's Sneak. Snivel, Sneak in the middle. So when I heard that name, I was like, oh man, it took me back. I remember there used to, I don't know how many people are old enough to remember this or were into it at the time, but there used to be this little internet cartoon called homestarrunner.com, and they had all these little goofy characters and they did all kinds of goofy things. My favorite character was Strong Bad. He was this dude that wore a Mexican wrestling mask and boxing gloves, and he would like type on his computer and answer emails. That was like one of the most common emails. He answered real people's emails, by the way, but it would be like, how do you type with boxing gloves? It was always a theme of the show. Well, he had a sidekick called the Cheat, and he just was this like little blobby. He almost kind of looked like Pikachu or something, but not quite. But that made me think of that. The sneak and the cheat. They're almost... Anyways. Sidetrack. And actually, I kind of remembered my sidetrack. My original sidetrack topic. I sidetracked so many times that I lost track of my sidetracks. But I was complaining about the weather. It's gotten cool and it's raining, or it was this morning, and I think that is really what wrecked me, is the combo of those two, because I didn't wake up feeling like this, but it's just gotten progressively worse throughout the day. Anyways, enough of that. Let's talk about the build. Great. Had a good time as usual. I've never had a disappointing Dreams set. They've all been really fun. I love this little side build for Cooper. It's a little motorcycle deal, but it also has wings, flames jetting out the back that they put in those little ornament hangers. They just stuck a little like half plug in there. Cooper looks great. I love his big old hammer. Kind of reminds me of Thor, or maybe even Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn always had a ridiculously oversized hammer. Love it. He's got printing on both sides. He just looks really fantastic. Then Snivel is the same as he always is. He looks really cool. The Sneak, I think this is the first time he's been in any of the sets that I've built thus far. As you guys know, if you've been following along, he's or I'm going in order rather of the releases. And then the Night Hunter is back, and of course, once again, he does not have his proper attire. Oh, that's totally a different bag. He doesn't have his hook hand because for some unknown reason, LEGO decided to produce a character of their own different than he is in the show. He always has a hook hand. So we're going to make it happen. We're going to remove this little gun. We're going to pull off his regular gray hand, and we're going to replace it with a hook that I purchased separately because it's important for me for him to be correct. And then I guess we can just attach this chain to his spear gun type thing, since all the bad guys in this episode have chains coming off. Which takes me back to a previous point I had with the Nightmare Shark ship, where they had the anchor that you raised and lowered, and it was attached to a piece of thread, which is obviously supposed to simulate rope. But I was like, man, it would have been cooler if they did some chains. And I think I showed you guys this already. This little nightmare creature, just the eye of not Sauron, but the Nightmare King himself. Don't get yourself too crazy, MC. So the primary build, as I said, is the one with the wings, and I think it looks really fantastic. And since it's supposed to be a cat owl, it makes more sense for it to have the wings. The alternate build is pretty cool too. Not much changes. You know, I should know better. I should just leave my top camera up and just talk. But it's essentially they kind of turn it into a peacock. You know, it's almost all the exact same build. They just kind of build up the back a little more ornamentation, but you got the all the little flames, which I'm happy to see back in this set. The Dr. Oz's space car did not have any, which is kind of weird. Most of the dream sets do have the flame pieces, but that one did not. So I'm happy to see they're back. They look so good. These see-through flame pieces are so fun. In every dream set, they really just add something special to the build. I love all the articulation on this. Like the tail is posable. The legs, you can make them like a cat. They don't just have a straight leg. They bend around. They move around. Like even the paws, you can see the paws move up and down. The legs move front to back, and then it's at an angle, like you would see the cat's legs. They look really, really cool. Even the head, very posable, all on ball joints, all kinds of ball joints. Even the feathers here, the flames that are being used as feathers are on their own little small ball joints. Those are movable and posable. I love it. Like, these sets are so fun, not only to build, but to play with them and have a great time. Really, really love them. Another thing I think I sidetracked on was talking about the order of these sets. So I find it interesting. I didn't even catch on right away with Wave 1, but they released them in multiple different size sets. So if you're not crazy like me and you don't want to buy every Dream set, you can pick your poison, right? So they've got small sets, they've got some medium sets, they got some medium sets, and then they got some large sets. And all of them I find to be reasonably well priced, even if you pay the original sticker price, but also I've only had to pay the original sticker price for one set. The rest of them I got below the original price, and I'm so happy about that. It makes the collecting of all of the sets much easier when you can get them below MSRP. But man, love all the colors, multiple different blues, got a little bit of white in there, a couple different greens, you got the gold accents going on around the legs. Just so beautiful and so love it. So you can even squat the cat down if you want, put her all the way down, or you can raise her up, and just fantastic. I'm never disappointed in a Dream set. Let's see, can Cooper, you know, when I take his hammer out of his hand, he's actually really, little thing, even though it's only on 2 tires, is actually really well balanced, surprisingly. Look at that, boom! He doesn't have a giant hammer offsetting him. He goes pretty darn good. Once again, they make you put it in his left hand. Don't understand that. Are good guys lefties and bad guys righties? I don't know. Is Lego trying to say something? Forgive me for the continual pausing throughout this video, but I've just, man, I don't want to sneeze. I know I can cut it out in editing, but it's easier just to not. If I feel it coming on, I just hit the old pause button. Anyway, peeps, let's go ahead. Let's update our Dreams list. We only have one build left in Phase 2, and that is the Sandman's Tower. Now, that is the interesting thing I was mentioning a minute ago about how they have small to large, and I've just built them in the order of the, you know, sheet that I printed out online, which clearly put them in that order by piece count. But this set was 437 pieces. The Sandman's Tower, which is really neat, actually, I can't wait to share that with you guys, is like 1,700 pieces. So quite a jump between that. Like, you know, we did the small, I don't remember what the smallest one was for this series, but I think the first one in Wave 2 was like a poly bag, all the way up to 1,700 pieces. But between this set and the Sandman's Castle, I'm having a hard time thinking words, peeps. It's not even just that English is hard, it's that my brain is a mess. But it's quite a jump. It's all over 1,000 piece difference between this and the next build, but I can't wait. I'm looking forward to building it. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. My only dilemma right now is, do I do that one next, or do I do what I want to do and jump into a massive build, like multiple thousand pieces? I have several of them ready to go, but here's my other dilemma. I just scheduled yesterday's video for, it's towards the end of November. That's just where I am in my recording, and my concern is if I start doing a massive build, then I'm going to mess myself up because I need to start recording Christmas episodes soon. I don't need to. That's what I want to do, though. I do want to have a series of Christmas builds like I did last year. They worked out really, really fun, and they did a lot of good traffic, honestly. So, but I don't know. I may end up just doing a video every day when I'm leading up to Christmas. Not maybe necessarily the whole month of December, but maybe that last 2 weeks leading into Christmas, it might be a video every day. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. I'm excited about everything coming up. I'm doing my darndest, peeps. I'm doing my darndest to don't buy any more Lego before the end of the year. MC. The thing is, this isn't my mouse hand. This one is. Anywho, peeps, this was a lot of fun. I really like it. I gotta find a space up here for it. Although it can stand up or squat down, so maybe it'll find a nice little home pretty easily in there. But I'm in love with dreams. They make my dream come true. Wasn't that a song? Oh, Muppet Babies will make our dreams come true. That should have been my intro. Why did I just now think that would have been so fun? Should have done Muppet Babies. Maybe for the next video. Peeps, if you enjoyed this, please do all the things. I love you guys. I love your comments. Keep them coming. I apologize to anybody that I haven't necessarily responded to comments. It's not a purposeful thing. There's just been a lot going on here lately. We're running up into Christmas. Plus it's football season, so I've been spending a good amount of time watching football. Sorry, it just is what it is. I love football. Told you guys, I love too many things. But thank you for all the support, all the watches, all the shares, all the likes, all the comments. Especially, I love the comments. Keep them coming. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, oh, we forgot to do the swooshability test. Oh, it swooshes. Holla!